Okay, so since last Friday, the 20th, the debt ceiling negotiation has begun. And this time is different than last time at the end of 2021. In December, they negotiate within the day and we solved the problem. So their show only lasts one day at a time. This time they drag on this show till more than a day. So probably maybe a week or more than a week. I don't know what they are waiting for. I think they are really waiting for something. They try to, uh, let's see, dragging on of all the conflicts, no matter is debt ceiling, the World War III officially, even though they have started the World War III already, but they haven't started yet, right? And then the bubble burst, like all things burst worldwide, not only in the US. So they're dragging on right now. They're waiting for the signal to push the button. So what is that signal? I don't understand what they're looking for because all this chaos, they created it, right? They've created it. They've planted it ever since the beginning of time when the fallen angels fell from heaven. So right now, I'm not sure if you have noticed that. Probably some of you already know. They are covering up our sky so we cannot see the signs in the skies, like the Bible said. And there's a YouTube channel, uh, monitoring the skies from the webcam. I think is in Alaska. So this channel has been monitoring the skies through that webcam in Alaska. More than one webcam. I don't know where else. I forgot. But there's evidence that the stars are getting closer and closer to us in the skies. We finally can see them um, by our bare eyes, by our naked eyes. But how close right now? We don't know. Maybe they are monitoring that as a sign to push the button. That's a really good um, indication. One. The second one could be monitoring on YouTube channel and on other streaming platforms to see if the watchmen like us what we're talking about in our videos. Because only us can receive God's words or God's information. They cannot receive any, right? So that's that. So last night I watched a movie. It's not a mainstream movie. It's like I think they been making a series of movies about the end times. So last night the movie that I watched is one of them, and it's about the anomalies from space. Of course, it's from space. Going to affect the Earth, and it will destroy the Earth completely. And but at the end, they they stopped the anomalies, diverted that to somewhere else in the space. And but at the same time, they discovered that the anomalies has a time factor in it. So, which means time travel, right? Either go forward or backward. So, right at the moment they diverted the anomalies, the whole world turned back in time. So, when the chaos happened, people died, right? But since they diverted that anomalies from the space, and they turn back in time and everybody alive again and as usual before the chaos, before the disaster, and that's the end of the movie. So I think they are talking about 2012 when they created another timeline to divert the chaos, the disaster, so they avoid the disaster, so the whole world still alive. We're still alive. Nobody died because of the disaster. The disaster doesn't happen. Um, and so life is as not usual, but like if you play with nature, play with time specifically, it's a serious problem, you know. So maybe we are living in a time loop right now. So how to break the time loop? It's just because they diverted, they avoid the disaster. That's a consequence, right? So that's why over the past 10 years since 2012, things happen at the same time together and then die down, and then 2 3 years later happen again and die down, and so on, repeat, right? Things repeating itself, but never trigger to the next stage, which is the Great Tribulation introduced the stupid Antichrist. And so now they dragging that stupid, that silly negotiation. Um, so we're at the end of the January, and Chinese New Year just started the Sunday, the past Sunday, and so now they are pushing asteroids and meteorites hitting Earth or passing Earth, and this coming Thursday, Friday, there will be another one, and then next Wednesday, February 1st, there will be another one, and so forth. If they pushing this so frequently every week now, I think they really preparing their fake asteroid to hit Earth. But how to know when to push the button, that's the trick, because God delayed them for 10 years already, right?